Welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It's Thronzy Gaming Channel. In today's video, we will be unlocking C3PO at 5 stars. I'll be going over the method, which characters I use, not the most ideal squad, but it's who I used. And without a doubt, let's jump into it. We're going to go activity on C3PO. We're using Elder, Scout, Tebow, Chirpa, and Paplu. Paplu is a 6-star, Chirpa is a 5-star, which is why we can't keep going further for the 7 stars. I will have that done in about maybe 12 to 13 days. I'm averaging about 20 shards a day. And right now he's currently sitting at about 20 out of 85. So we need about 165 shards to go, so not that bad. But it should be about, if I can average 20 a day, give it about 10 to 20 days or 10 to 12 days. It just RNG, it's based on RNG now. So right here I use Chirpa, gear 9. I've been leveling them up again just so I can get ready for that 7-star. But so I got Chirpa at 9, Elder at 11, Scout 10, Paplu at 10, and Tebow at 8. I'm not going to go any farther with Tebow. He can just sit it there, and then everyone else can just carry all the weight. I mean, of course, we'll figure out what we're going to do down the line. But this is the squad I'm going to use. Reason why I am not going to use the other Ewoks is because Logray is a 2-star, and Wicket, I don't even have him unlocked, but I'm currently sitting at about 100 shards of his, so it's just going to take a lot longer. So let's go ahead, let's jump right into it. They did a really good job with the animation on these. They made the event actually a lot of fun. So you got to make it through the overall, the preloaded turn meter that the Rebels have. Okay, so as you can see, we got a lot of exposes, a lot of debuffs, a stun on Chirpa. The main thing that you have to do is debuff Commando. I'd say at the beginning of the event, if Chewie is stealth, go ahead, back out, start it over again. You need to take out Chewie first. So we're gonna hit him with Paplu first, and we're gonna dispel everything, and then we're gonna turn all eyes to Chewie. So mass assist. Now what we're gonna do here. So with this event or with this ability, it's gonna dispel all the buffs, and if there are buffs dispelled, it's gonna remove 60% turn meter. We don't really need to use it on him, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to basic. Let's cleanse off everything. So we're going to use his middle ability, and we are going to go mass assist. Okay, that is going to bring a taunt up on Commando because he loses his protection. So now we need to get rid of his protection, which there it goes. And now, perfect. Now we're going to go in, and we got to get Chewie down right away. But what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of all his buffs, and we're going to remove turn meter. Okay, now just let's go for Chewie. Cleanse. Boom. Chewie is down. Okay, now full send Han Solo. Get him out. So I'm going to call his assist, and I'm going to give it to Elder. With Elder's basic, he's going to grant everyone else turn meter. So give him that. And now Elder has another turn ready to go. Now he's going to go again. Okay, going to do the big hit. 17-4. Okay, that's going to bring out his taunt because first off, we lose all the protection. Okay, now we just need to dispel this. As long as okay, so since we lost Elder, this run right here, it's done. We're not going to be able to pass it along. We're not going to be able to win because we can't res. So we can keep going, but it's not going to do anything different. It's going to take you a few turns. I mean, even though they're a little bit higher geared. So actually, we're going to go ahead and retreat, and we're going to start again. Okay, so now we're going to go in. We'll do the same thing. If Chewie doesn't get the stealth, then we're going to keep this run. But if R2 stealths everyone, including Chewie, then there's no point to keep going. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We need to bring him back. So we're going to bring him back. And now he's going to get that bonus hit. We're going to save his big hit. Okay, what we want to do here, so his Paplu's all the way down. We want to dispel that, so we're going to call him in. Now we're going to turn our efforts over to Chewy. So we're going to cleanse up, get rid of the debuffs, and we got a big hit coming in. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to use his basic so we can dispel everything. Okay, go ahead, and we need Elder to go. Okay, now we got Retribution, so we're going to hit those counters now. Okay, we're going to remove Turn Meter off of Han with his special, and then we're going to turn our eyes back to Chewy. He loses his protection, the taunt goes up. So now we just need to dispel that taunt as soon as possible, which that's where Paplu comes in. With his basic, he dispels all buffs. Now we're going straight on for Chewy again. Hopefully they spread the hits around and don't go for Elder. Without Wicket, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because we can't force stealth Elder. So it's going to cause some issues, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be that bad. As long as we can get the good RNG, we'll be fine. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead, just basic. Mass assist. Okay, we're going to do the special there. We were trying to get Paplu for the assist, but we missed out. Cleanse. And now we want to get Han Solo down. So just do some basics. Start feeding turn meter. Let's go ahead and get health regen over time. And let's go ahead and get him out. We need one more big hit. Okay. These guys they hit worse than the Geos. Okay, so now we want to get rid of the Commando. He's always third on my list because we don't need to focus on his taunt anymore. So since Elder's gonna die, or not, T-Bow looks like he's about to die. Chirpa, we don't want him to die. We want him. So we're gonna taunt with Paplu so that we can force the attacks here. And we're gonna do basics. And let's just do the basic. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna remove turn meter from R2. We don't need to use this special because nobody's dead. And we're gonna do a max hit. Two hits. Do we need to? Yeah, let's go ahead. Cleanse off the debuffs, heal him up a little bit, and we're going to take a R2. Okay, so this one looks like it's going to be, it's a lot better of a run so far. We don't need to use his special because nobody's dead, so he doesn't need to be revived. So we're just going to use basics. And with the Chirpa Zeta, if you put it on, every basic attack is going to do a little bit more damage and feeds a lot more turn meter to the team. Okay, now we're going to do all out on Leia. And then once Leia's down, the event's over for this tier. Well, we're going to go ahead and no buffs to dispel, so he won't remove turn meter. So now we're just going to go basics all day. Cleanse him up one last time. And we're just going to give it to Ewok because Ewok Scout is the big hitter. Okay, and with that, C3PO is the last person. He can't attack, so we're just going to go ahead and let the Ewoks have at it. And this is how you complete Tier 5. Remember, the Paplu Basic can dispel all buffs. If you use T-Bow, his special ability, if an opponent has buffs, he can remove turn meter. Chirpa Zeta gives bonus bonus turn meter right there. Ewoks gain 20% turn meter and deal 10% more damage whenever they do a basic attack. So if you can always do your basics, go for it. And then if you use a special, then you're going to you have a 60% chance to call Ewok allies to assist. That's really great. As you can see, he's a gear 9. I have 2 more pieces to get him to gear 10. Mods, I don't really have the greatest mods on. I'm gonna do a full health set and 221 speed for Elder. If I need to get him up to gear 12, I will. I'm really going to hope not to, because Elder, he's basically like he's the key to victory. As long as he still lives, he can keep reviving. Ewok Scout, I have him at gear 10. I'm going to get him to gear 11 because the requirements aren't bad. He doesn't need any stun guns. I haven't had to give him a single stun gun all the way up, so as long as he doesn't need those, I will get him up to gear 11, help me out with the next tier. Chirpa, he does need a stun gun, but that's okay. And then, but I mean, since he is the leader and he's needed, I'll get him up to gear 10. Paplu, as you see, 58 out of 100, so we're working on him. I'll get him up to gear 11. I won't be using a Zeta. I don't think I'm going to need it. I mean, all he needs is 50 of these thermal detonators, and he needs 20 of these hollow projectors. So we'll get him up to the next tier. No problem. We'll get him up to gear 11. It'll help us out because he is our tank, and he's at 192 speed. I forgot to show you guys the speeds for Scout. Scout's at 236 fast because we need his big hit attacks. And Chirpa, got a health set on him for 202. And then Tebow, keep him at gear 8. Put some health mods on. 205 speed. The only thing that he does that's going to help you guys out is the Dispel and the removal of turn meter. That's what he's going to be used for. Like I said, we're not using Wicket or we're not using Logray. And I'll show you guys why. Where are they at? Ewok. Okay, so Logray 29 out of 25, and Wicket 112 out of 200 out of 25. So we're nowhere near. We're not close. So we're gonna keep farming Chirpa, and we're gonna go Paplu, and we're gonna get them up. So that's how we're gonna do our C3PO farm. As you guys can see, I have unlocked them at 5 stars. I basicked everything, maxed it out, got him to gear 7. We're stuck right now because we've been farming up the Ewoks. They took a lot of our gear. We have Zetas ready, but we're gonna go ahead and hold off because when we get our Rebel team going, this is what we're going to be using. We have CLS, Chewie, Han, C3PO, and Chupio. But for the meantime, we do have R2D2. So that's the team we're going to run. He's also really good with Padme, so if we are going to do 3PO and Chewie and R2D2 as a Rebel squad, then we could throw C3PO in with our Padme squad. He'll be a solid addition, especially since we have Anakin, Kenobi, Padme all relicked, and Ahsoka at gear 11. It won't take long to get 3PO up. This is a long overdue event. And you know what? It was about time that I finally just leveled up the Ewoks and went for C3PO. Thanks guys for showing up. Please, if you guys like the video, hit it with a like, drop a subscribe, please. We are trying to grow the channel. I'm seeing a lot of views and we have very limited subscribers. Please hit that bell and stay with the notifications as well. It's really going to help our channel grow so that we can move up and we can provide you guys the daily content that you guys need or want for this game. We love this game. We want it to grow for another 5-10 years. So let's go ahead, let's get these views going, and let's express ourselves. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate the love. Hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.